Yo, guys, welcome back to another banger episode of the Playoff Podcast. We're back with another episode. It's been a while with the guys. We're back here down there just having some fun. Today, we're going to talk about ZG Nationals, how we performed throughout the weekend, and then we're going to have some questions that we have prepared from Instagram. A couple of people dropped some questions, and we're going to answer those real quick. And then after, we're just going to have some fun and freestyle. We're going to talk about NBA playoffs, the Haliburton against the Nonchalants. OKC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a minute since we've recorded. I feel a tiny bit rusty, but we got more space to our setup. We reorganized some things. It feels nice to be back.
All black.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Blacked
sir.
out
We
the
gotta get
studio.
the ceiling black too.
Yeah, ceilings,
sir.
everything
Yes, sir.
gonna be black down here, bruh.
Lots gonna happen. We're gonna have a bunch of guests coming on soon. Just stay tuned. Stay up with the playoff podcast, with the playbook. We got some things planned, and you guys want to jump into the weekend down at Mass with the ZG Finals?
Yeah, but Israel, you gotta let them know though. You gotta let them know.
I almost forgot.
Can't forget that
Can't
one.
forget though. Ain't gonna lie. You gotta hit that follow button, bro. We
Hit
gotta
that
hit
follow button.
100K. You gotta hit 100K by the end of this year.
At least before GTA 6.
At least.
Exactly. At least before
At least.
GTA 6.
At least,
100K,
bruh.
man. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment down below what we should do next. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes,
not
sir.
not to sidetrack from ZG, but Lionel, you got like 2,000 followers in the past couple hours. Just randomly, your account just got hit from that mic'd up. Maybe we can get into that a little bit later, but I just want to say that it reminded me with the follows.
Yes,
But,
sir.
Uh,
Hey, bro, I'm popping, bro.
Exactly.
Young boy about to make it out. You gonna see?
TikTok,
You gonna see?
everything, bro.
Young boy about to make it out.
yeah, well, I mean, Kyrie followed you.
Oh yeah, Kyrie, the GOAT,
That's tough.
the
man.
GOAT point guard.
Yeah,
You like
greatest
that, bro.
greatest ball
Oh.
handler of all time. You got
Yo, Steph, man.
Nah, hold on though, cause like that's a debate for later. But like Kyrie got
I mean,
the best.
we can jump into it.
Yeah,
we'll get to ZG later.
Hey, bro, you know what?
Greatest,
Yeah, might as well. Let's go.
Greatest
Let's
point
go.
guard.
Let's go.
I think Kyrie's obviously the greatest ball handler, but
And finishing too.
Yeah. And I think he's one of the most skilled players of all time. But I think Steph's the GOAT point guard.
Yeah, Steph. He
I forget about my Magic.
yeah. Nah, Magic
Magic-
Johnson. He's more a shooting
done
guard,
with
bro.
the
He's like
80s.
6'9". He's like,
mean,
we
he's-
done with the 90s, bro. We done with the 80s. We done with
No,
that.
Magic was good, and he was like the first one of the first like multi-position or positionless players. Now you see that a lot more in the NBA today, but I think Curry is just the GOAT.
Bro,
feel like
his
Kyrie's
shot's
a
too
shooting
automatic. Kyrie's not really it depends who he's playing with though.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because it depends who he's playing with. Because on Mavericks he played with
No.
Luka.
Spencer Dinwiddie,
Yeah, Luka.
and then he
Spencer
also played
Dinwiddie.
with Luka too. So like he had to switch roles sometimes.
He was he point guard with Cavaliers when he
Yes.
was playing with LeBron? Yeah,
But
so he-
LeBron played everything, bro. LeBron played everything. He
J.R.
was
Smith.
all over the place. J.R. Smith. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. People sleep on J.R. Smith. Like he's a bucket.
Yeah, he's tough.
Especially when he's at New York
in
Knicks.
the Knicks,
oh
bro.
my
He actually
days.
used to be crazy. Oh, I saw this. Like, there's this TikTok highlight compilation of just J.R. Smith.
Yo,
he has
he's-
the craziest highlight reel, and he gets slept on for sure.
Like he had that one windmill on the baseline
Exactly,
for the
yeah.
reverse.
Yeah, how'd you find out that
I'm gonna
Kyrie
be
followed
honest.
you?
Coach B was hiding it from me. My dad was hiding it from me. I had no idea. I didn't even touch my phone for that entire week. I was just working out, going to school, and just doing outdoor track. But like I got to school one day, I think it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. I got to school, I opened the door, and then all my basketball teammates, they come up to me like, yo, Kyrie Irving follow you on Instagram. Especially Marion. Marion came up to me immediately, full speed, hit the brakes. He go, yo, Marion, Kyrie followed you on Instagram. I'm like, Kyrie? Man, you trolling. I thought they pranked me a couple of times throughout the year, and I kind of fell for it, right? So I was like, nah, you trolling. So I go put my bag in my locker, I take out my binders and stuff, and he takes out his phone and he shows me it. Kyrie Irving verified everything. I was like, is that my account? He's like, yeah, it is. Bro, I almost did a flip. And then Dr. Stern, which is our principal, came down the hallway. Yo, I locked in real fast. I didn't want to get in trouble. I locked in, walked straight into class. But like my mind, that was all I was thinking about. And then I realized we had a DOL test. It's like a vocabulary test for humanities. So I had to lock in. At lunch, that was all everybody was talking about. I was like, yeah, bro, Kyrie Irving followed me on Instagram. Everybody's like, yo, you made it out.
Mad aura points. It's mad aura points.
Yeah.
Bro, Aura went up like 10,000,
What a way
bro.
to leave middle school.
Yeah, bro. It's like
Kyrie following.
everyone, like I was like that was like the talk of the week, like the entire week.
Bro,
that
Now
and
you just
then
gotta
also,
get LeBron.
yeah, once LeBron gets that
Yeah.
fall, yo,
Yeah.
LeBron,
Bro,
come
you're-
on now.
That feeling when you just first saw that, you're like, yo.
I was
that must
so
have been- That
surprised.
must have been wild.
Best thing I've ever seen yet. Hey, there's more to come though. Y'all gonna see.
Yes, sir.
Me and Israel finna make it out. We gonna be up there. 100%.
Israel
LeBron
got up
and
there.
stuff.
Yo, Israel's up there,
at
bro.
the ZG finals. We can transition back to that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You got almost like a dunk every single game.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. You guys got a lob that was pretty fire.
Calm
That was
lob.
tough.
Hey, chemistry's coming up, bruh. And plus, chemistry's building with Darius too. Hey, bro, Lob City when we get to Sopo.
Don't forget Gabe.
Oh yeah, Gabe too. Gabe's a shooter.
Shooter, man. That's our shooter.
Knockdown. Hey, bro.
So I guess we can do this officially. Are you guys going to Sopo next year?
Yes, indeed. We finna be over there. Hey,
We actually had practice today.
yeah, we had
So,
practice today.
yeah.
Matter of
way.
fact, it was a fun practice.
Yeah.
Honestly, we were getting better, having fun with the guys. A lot of new faces. Some big dudes. Honestly, a lot of big dudes.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is big guy. I forget his name. He's like 6'5", at least 230, bro. That guy's humongous. And he can
Mad
get up on
people
the
were
rim.
doing splits though.
Yeah, the courts say were oily, bro. They're
They're
slippery.
They're kind of like the middle school court a little bit.
It
Just a
depends.
little
No,
bit.
it's like in the paints at the half court line, and then sometimes in the corners. It depends.
It was humid today too.
Yeah,
it was
very.
I think
yeah,
that's
very.
why.
That's
super
probably
wet.
why.
Sometimes that can affect the courts.
Nah, we were training, and then Darius hit the splits when he tried to do a jump stop, and then someone said to me in my ear, he goes, "Yo, I think we playing at Diddy's crib right now." Yo, I started dying laughing.
Oh no!
Yo.
You gotta be careful with that though, bro. Slipping injuries,
Bro, it was
That's
too crazy.
I almost slipped too. I was about to go off for a dunk, and I just like, whew, I'm like, oh no, I'm not dunking it. After that, like people were
You could
just,
see his foot
going
like
up.
slide, bro.
You get any ankles?
Nah.
Someone gets slippy.
Nah, cause I was slipping myself.
Yeah,
I couldn't even keep my balance. I attacked one time and like my foot slid forward. I had to like catch my balance and pass the ball off. It was.
He had a tough move though.
Hey, I had like this nice tween behind into a hezzy pull. Wow, it was too tough. Everyone in the gym, woo!
You were getting that mid range going at ZG, both
Yeah.
of you.
My mid range is getting better actually. Is during ZG on Saturday we had some slow competition kind of.
Yeah, at the
We started
beginning of
off
Saturday.
slow. We struggled a little bit at the beginning. We struggled at like because it was an 8 a.m. game. They slapped us with 2 8 a.m. games. So like our team we don't do well with early morning games, right? It's a little bit of a struggle, but we were able to push through. And then Sunday, actually Israel, matter of fact, he had a nice dunk in our second game. Talk about that.
Yeah, so like, I tipped it right.
Yep.
I tipped it to Lionel, and then he went like kind of like to the corner, and I was running rim line, and then he just saw me. He was like threw it behind the back, right? I just caught her. I was like, wait, I'm about to travel because I felt like I was too far away from the rim, so I'm like, oh, I'm about to miss this, and like I jumped, and I'm like, oh shoot, actually he dunked this, so I just went up. I'm like, boom, I'm like, oh okay, and then we just get it started, and then like, and then I was like, oh, I'm about to get this block. Some kid drove, and I'm like, oh, nah, that's not on me. That's all on me.
Boom.
Give me that.
I was going through the footage, and throughout the weekend, I could see you're getting a lot more comfortable going for dunks and contact, like playing in the paint and stuff. You were going for some, and it was good.
Need to catch one.
It's either you're catching one. It's either you're catching one or you're getting a foul called, basically.
Bro, I'm
So,
telling you, Israel finna catch a body like in a couple of weeks, bro. You gonna see it.
these freshmen are breeded different, bro.
Yes, bro.
You didn't have freshmen coming and dunking. Now you got a super team in Sopo.
3 years ago, there was no freshman coming in dunking.
I'm telling you, there's no
Like
freshmen.
last
at
year,
least, like,
maybe Lincoln and Ollie.
yeah,
and,
Lincoln,
Liam.
Ollie,
Yeah.
Liam.
But you can name like
Linkletter, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's most of those guys from Team Maine. They're up on the rim. Fives was getting up there, but he was still rim grazing at that time.
The bounce he was in
But
team
he-
was Linklater.
Yeah, Linkletter has some crazy
Yeah.
bounce. I didn't think he was bouncing like that. He could get up.
He threw a
Like he
windmill
threw
one
down a
time.
windmill. I was in utter
Everybody
shock.
went crazy.
Like I just stopped and looked at him in the air like this. Boom! I was like, "Yo, since when did he do this?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before."
I grew up watching Class B basketball, so we didn't see many dunks. Nobody, we had like nobody on our team that could dunk, bro. It's crazy.
It's
now.
a rare occurrence.
Yeah, it was insane. I think like it would go silent. if that happened.
when we were playing BBC, somebody was talking trash to me in Lionel.
Hey, bro, BBC. Matter of fact, let's talk about Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday we started off with another 8 a.m. game. We got there bright and early. We were there stretching.
Yeah, you got there super early that game.
We had to, bro. If we didn't, we wouldn't get a proper warm up, proper stretch, and we would have started off terrible. But first tip, and we started off real strong. We're going back to back with BABC. At some point, we separated our lead to around like 10, 11 points. They caught back up a little bit in the last 5 minutes, but we pushed through and we won by like around 8 or 9. That game. The level, it was a lot of trash talk from Mr. DJ. Yeah, is his name DJ or BJ? I call him BJ.
DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
It's funny you say that. I was editing through some photos and I had it as BJ, and then I realized it was DJ.
Yeah, I always sometimes I call him BJ and he gets mad at me, but like it's whatever.
He made it live. I tried to block it, but like I was too late on the outside.
There too. Yeah, I was there too. I was guarding him because I had to switch.
Yeah, so he might have got like a hand on one of your blocks, and I was sitting on the baseline, so I could hear you talking, and then you blocked him, and it was like a back and forth exchange.
Yeah, he got this little light layup off of a switch because I came late and Israel couldn't get the block off, right? And then as he's like, as we're all landing because we all jumped, right? This guy decides to talk trash, right? He goes, "Oh yeah, that's on your head, little boy." So me and Israel both look at each other and we start clowning him because it was it was so random because that was like his third time scoring the entire game. And we're in the second half of the game, so basically, right, we just start trolling him, and then we come down and get a nice bucket. And then what's it called? Like we literally, like I'm telling you, we looked at him, we looked at each other, and we pointed at him and started clowning. It was too funny. And then after that, we won. Calm game, and then later on we played our kind of like our rival, especially them, because before I reclassed, they kind of struggled with them. So we played New England Storm. They brought a couple of new guys. Didn't matter.
There was one big guy that you were definitely talking to.
I never seen him before.
He was big, bro.
Yeah, that guy was wide.
Oh yeah. So the thing about him, right, is like last year. I lost to him. Last year, I wasn't really like a good defender. I was a mediocre defender. I was like,
Now you was looking for them glasses all the time.
Me, the good thing about me last year was just like blocks. This year, blocks, yeah. But like I try to get better. Last year, he kind of kind of cooked me. Of course, Kyle was, He's getting on me. He was like, the whole season, he was like, "Hey man,
at practice,
he's killing you, man." He said one thing.
Crazy.
He said some crazy. I was like, "Oh."
He said he dookied on you. He said he pulled down his pants.
That's what. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, whatever Lionel said." He was like, "Yeah, he and I'm like, my fault. I got you, coach. I got you."
So everyone on the court was clowning you after that one, bro. That was too funny.
So when this game came, I'm like, I bet it's time to lock in. And then I just started like going back and forth with him, me and him. But like at one point we were just like laughing at each other because like we were both hacking each other.
Yep.
And we're like, "Yo, you're fouling me." He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing the same thing to you."
Like ref was barely calling it.
Yeah, what were the refs like? Oh, like as a player, they seemed.
They were chill, but like they kind of missed a couple of calls.
That's what they seemed super lax, and they definitely missed some stuff. There was sometimes though where the refs were calling like kind of like everything. I think in that New England Storm game, there was like one ref that was calling a lot, and then one ref that wasn't calling anything. So it was kind of like luck of the draw which side of the court the ref would be on, but.
And I mean, they're doing their job.
Yeah, refs can't. Yeah, refs don't. Oh,
they don't see everything.
That goaltend,
bro.
bro.
That's not a goaltend, bro.
Why are they saying goaltend? You were up there, bro. You got that.
Well,
off the backboard.
I got one from Ty though.
Yeah,
Lionel, that pick Jojo got. That pick is nice.
Yeah, you did get one from Ty.
But what's it called? Throughout that game, honestly, there is this. It was sometimes trash talk, not too much. Ty. Ty, he'll get his buckets.
Him and Aiden. No,
Ty,
he doesn't
he's
talk.
silent.
Yeah,
he doesn't talk at all.
Ty,
he doesn't say
remember
anything.
when we did the interviews at Ink Elite?
Yeah,
he was
silent.
like super contained and silent. I was gonna say this when we were talking about DJ. That kid, I did not expect him to talk, but it was the complete opposite. That kid was.
DJ had a lot of energy.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. He's very good at talking, so he talks a lot.
Him and Aiden were going back and forth.
Yeah, it's just always them, bro.
Aiden can bark.
Yeah, Aiden's funny, bro.
Yeah.
In practice, when he tries to trash talk, bro, it's too fun. I can't stay serious. I just laugh at him. Like, it's too funny. Shout out to Aiden, though. Shout out to DJ, but they funny, bro.
Yeah, South Carolina, this
Hey, South Carolina next weekend, I think.
Yeah, next weekend. Yeah.
We finna ball out.
Is that for Adidas?
Yeah, Junior through SSB. So yeah, it was a pretty good weekend when we played Spartans. Started off, that was the best game of the weekend.
That was
Honestly.
such a great game. It was back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? There's this picture that JoJo took. They'll probably show an image of it while I'm speaking, but JoJo edit that in. But what's it called? Pop up right now. But what's it called? It's a picture of me. JoJo sent it to my dad when I was coming back from school. It was a picture of me at the top of the balcony at what's it called? Mass Premiere. It was me and Israel. Yep. Me and Israel were there, and I was kind of like spying on New England Storm and Spartans. And
I think it was the Middlesex game.
Yeah, the Middlesex game. I was watching them, and JoJo, he texted my dad saying Lionel's spying on his prey.
Yeah.
And I was looking hella nonchalant up there. I was like, I was chilling. I was just trying to examine how they play.
You guys were just leaning up on the second floor, staring down menacingly.
I was like,
It was pretty. I just had to take a picture because I was taking pictures down there. I was getting some stuff for Middlesex, just
at one point
taking some time.
At one point,
bro, I had to oriform a little bit. I can't lie. JoJo, you thought I didn't see you. I saw you.
Oh,
bro.
you did?
I saw you, bro. I started oriforming. I saw you oriform. I was oriforming.
Bro,
I started on the baseline first, and then you were on the bleachers.
Yep.
So I saw you. I was like, I bet. Hold on, let me oriform. But then I just zoned out, and then you caught me.
It'd be funny if you just look at the camera again.
Imagine though.
That's one of the weirdest, not weirdest things, but it can ruin a clip if somebody awkwardly looks at the camera. I saw this clip. It was like a guy who was hosting a wedding, and he was like, photos, you guys can look at him all you want. Videos, don't do it. It'll look weird. It'll ruin the shot.
Yeah, there's people getting clowned on TikTok because they look at the camera after they score. Remember that at some point, that one guy?
I was just about to say that.
Unless you're like,
unless
you're
funny.
tight with the camera, or like you get a dunk and you like flex or like do something like, if you do it like with aura, it's fine. But if you're doing it like weird, like making sure you got the clip,
he was like,
yeah. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's terrible.
It was like he was getting clowned for like a full month on TikTok. Like, it was all over my FYP.
When JoJo's at a game and I see him somewhere, like let's say the basket's like right here. We have the basket right here. JoJo's in the corner. I'm a dunk. My eyes gonna be like, you got that, bro?
Mid-dunk.
Yo, mid-dunk, you look at JoJo, bro. That's dangerous work. Hey, yo, Coach B's gonna crash. Coach B's gonna crash.
I will say,
and then I miss it.
With the mic'd up things, I don't know if we want to talk about that weekend, but with the mic'd up things, when people talk into the mic and look at the camera, then it's a little bit different because you're talking to the camera. But I don't know. I think. I just posted, actually, right before we're recording this, I posted Carter's mic'd up from XL Thunders, and it was pretty good, pretty nonchalant, and I think that's the best when people are just, like, authentic. Like, your video that went viral, that was the second game that day. The first game, you were a little bit more aware of the mic. We posted that, a couple months ago, and then we posted the second game after, and you weren't as aware of the mic, so it was almost more authentic, and it seemed to, he didn't think about it. It wasn't distracting him, so it was like more authentic, and I think that's what really resonates with people online nowadays, is just like being authentic, because if you're forcing something, nobody wants to watch that.
It's the flow state, honestly. Once you get in that flow state, you lock in, you just forget everything's there. You just dribbling the ball, you just playing. And all you see is just 5 other people on the court, 5 other different jerseys. So like that's what I think. Every time I get on the court, honestly, I just worry about the guys in my jersey.
Yep.
So, like, once whatever I see, anybody, the guy that's in front of me, that's just no one. That's like a cone. That's a cone every time. That's a cone. No matter who, it could be Drew Holiday, cone. But second guy, help side, the gap guy, tag man, everyone, that's who I'm mostly worried about, because that's where, if I don't get past that guy, we won't be able to score. So, like, that's the most important person I have to be worried about on the court.
This is for both of you. What do you think impacts, like, your gameplay more mentally or physically? Like, your mental game or your physical, like, cone dribble? Which I guess, like, muscle memory is more mental, but would you say, like, physical or mental is more impactful?
Mental. Because if you don't Nah, go.
But sometimes it is like a little bit physical though, because like
Yeah, if you got a shape, you won't be able to move.
Yeah, you won't be able to move. But but yeah, but if let's say if you're like built like LeBron, then you're good.
Taking midday naps,
Yeah,
scheduled, spending a
Scheduled naps.
mil on your health a year.
But
Health
like
is crazy.
mental is definitely important because if you don't got mental, you won't be able to have a good physical. So like most importantly, you always have to good mental because the game is like 99% mental, 1% physical. So that's what my dad teaches me all the time. That's what he teaches me in Israel. So basically, we always worry about having a good mental first, good sleep, good night's sleep, having a good meal before the game, and then never let anybody get in your head. They showcased that on that one video with what's his name, Trev, when he was trying to talk trash to me, but I just didn't let it get to my head. I played my game because trash talk is part of the game. They just trying to get in your head to throw you off so they can play better.
Some of the greatest players of all time were some of the greatest trash talkers. You see, after they're out of the league, they talk about some of the craziest. Like Larry Bird, you wouldn't think he's a crazy trash talker, and they're talking about some crazy things that would be said, and it's just like it's a different level. I bet you're gonna experience it even more now when you guys go and play high school.
I would love to. It's just gonna end up worse for them anyway because trash talk actually motivates me. It doesn't bring me down.
Some people can, if they get like mad or something from trash talk, I feel like that energy can kind of take over them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can use that energy, that whatever pissed off, that motivation or whatever, and you can use that for your game, it's just that's what can make you a real killer.
Yeah.
You always have that one teammate that always like helps you too. Like I remember when Lionel was talking trash to somebody, and like they both got a second, and Aiden was like, "Yeah, keep talking, Lionel, keep talking," and like he's Aiden is always there for everybody, like a good teammate. That's definitely a teammate everyone should have.
Yeah, everyone on our team is a great teammate. Especially this guy. I always got to hold this guy accountable because he be being lazy sometimes during games.
I will say it's super cool to see your guys' relationship on the court because like you'll coach him, but he's also helping you move through the offense and all of this. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me. I saw this clip of Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield playing, and they're talking like it looks like they're talking trash or they're mad at each other. But then he like yells at him to go to a spot or something, and then it just works out and hits a three, and it just like that communication, which might look like it's like tough love, and I can see that with you guys.
Most of the time in game, we just talking to each other. That's the way we talk to each other. Even at home, we always be arguing with each other, but like it's not like a mad argument. We just basically debating kind of thing. It's like a normal. That's how we have normal conversations, and then like we'll laugh in the middle of it sometimes. Especially when it comes to our day, when it comes to washing the dishes, that one, that we always be like debating about that one. So like, yeah, it just comes from home. It starts at home always, and then it develops on the court and always outside. It definitely always building a good relationship with your teammates is definitely important because in the outside world, if you don't have a good relationship with them on the court, it's not going to translate to the outside world. So like,
I think you can see that through teammates or not teammates, but some of the greatest teams, they have that connection off the court.
Definitely true, because like every time we're in the court, right, we're always like talking to each other. Lionel's always helping me out, teaching me like things I should do, where I should go, where I want the ball, and I just be telling him, yeah, I got you. Sometimes, sometimes I don't listen. Sometimes I try to do my whole thing, but yeah, it's definitely like a good relationship. And once we get to high school and like it gets more competitive and the level just keeps growing and keeps growing, we're definitely gonna separate ourselves from like other people, because like I don't feel like they don't have the same relationship as their teammates, because like we also work out with each other.
Yeah.
Other people don't really work out with like their teammates, so it's not really like they don't really have that chemistry.
Yeah, you are who you surround yourself with. Mm-hmm. If you have a team all surrounding themselves, they're all going to be somewhat of a similar one team, similar player, and like I got to see Wyndham practice right before the state championship game, and those guys are always together. They're always together. And I think that's something cool with you two, and you guys are going to be playing, and you getting in the gym more with SoPo players is like iron sharpens iron, and you guys are all just playing together, but not even on the court, but off the court, and just being around the same people that you're going to basically go to war with on the court is going to make you guys all more similar and much harder to beat.
NBA playoffs popping lately. Weirdest NBA playoff I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Ever.
What do you got? I don't know. I think it's not been the most entertaining finals for me. I did watch, I think, either game 1 or 2 in Haliburton. I think it might have been game 1. Haliburton got the game winner, basically. That was the
5 game winners this season.
People been saying like that's the black magic. People been saying he been using black magic.
They were calling him the moment.
Yeah, it's like it's strange because people have been bringing up these weird conspiracy theories. Like every team, it's like every time they see you shine on the court, they're gonna say, "Oh, is this, is that?" But like they don't really see what you're doing in the dark. They always see what you're doing in the light.
And I feel like that stigma has also been carried since the Olympics when he didn't play. People were like, "Oh, he doesn't play." Basically, like, how is he this good?
Yeah, and they're calling him overrated and all that stuff. He's a hooper, bro. Let him hoop.
I mean, good thing they're not giving Shea a lot of fouls anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they held him to 2 free throws last game. 2 or 4. Sorry.
I saw a video where like he was actually showing like how he was getting fouled, but the refs just weren't calling it. Cause like he was getting like let's say I'm playing defense on Lionel, and like I'm right here, and Lionel just like I have 2 hands on him, and like the ref, I was like the ref is riding the baseline. I'm like, bro, you gotta call that. He did not call it. And there was this one moment, Pascal Siakam, right? The ball went out.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And the ref hold the ball because he knew OKC was gonna challenge it, right? And then Siakam was like, "Yo, give me the ball, bro." And the ref was like, "Nah, bro." And then OKC calls it, and then Siakam was like, "What are you doing, bro? I could have inbounded the ball." I'm like, that's crazy. I guess the ref early on this side.
That is crazy.
Nah, in the second game, bro, you don't understand. It was like they call a timeout, right? I think it was either Nemhard or Neesmith driving downhill, takes 3 steps. He picks it up like this, right? Automatically grabs it before he takes his first step, right? Takes his first, pump fakes on the second, and then puts his third down, and the ref didn't call it, and he was on the baseline right there. I was so lost.
You get that extra step in the NBA, but there was one against the Spartans, and the ref called a travel. It was not a travel. I looked back through the footage, and it was not a travel. Sometimes I feel like with all these new moves that are coming out, like these new dribble moves that kids are learning, like you guys got bags now, and like some of these refs aren't familiar with that, so they're just like, "Oh, he traveled."
Yeah,
he traveled, but
I'll be honest, I have a bag, but I don't use it, bro. I just be dragging it around with me, bro. I only use it at the most necessary times. Like if I feel like I have an easy drive lane, I'll probably take a light move out my bag, like a snatch bag, maybe a spin move, depends. But like if I'm really if I'm really locked in, I don't really think about my bag. I'm just playing off of what the defender gives me. Because that's what most point guards do in the NBA. Chris Paul, he plays off the defender's mistakes. Same thing with Steve Nash. If you watch Steve Nash's game, he doesn't really, he just he stunts a lot. He does a lot of hesitations. Like once the defender makes a bad mistake, he attacks off that, and then it's automatically a bucket.
Because sometimes you can be doing too much, and that's when you're not playing at your best. But I think that's super super good to learn, and not knowing when to use your bag. Like sometimes I see when they're like full court pressing, and you do really have to get by a defender, you're gonna do some different things. But most of the time, just a simple crossover seems to work out. But I'm not a player, so I don't know.
But yeah, you play sometimes.
Yeah, well, I've watched a lot.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of film study.
That's good. That's good. Everybody got to do film study, bro. Even me and Israel, bro.
Do you do much like during the season film study of your own play, or do you think it's more of opponents and other
Not much.
NBA players?
We do. We study our plays, like the school plays, and then mostly we just try to we do game study on like European players and also NBA players and college guys too
And players that like we
want to mirror our game after,
Mm-hmm.
and then we try to bring that to the court. And then if usually that doesn't work, honestly, for me, as you saw in that one picture that you took of me when I was watching over Middlesex, I try to study the people I'm gonna play and who I'm gonna guard to see what I can do best against them.
Yeah,
So that's what I mostly do. So
you look at like the great, like Tom Brady, one of the greatest. He was like known for film studying, and they would know the defenses that the other team was in, and they could literally just change the play on the play.
But yeah, my dad, he's always implying film study and the importance of it 100% almost every day. But yeah, he tells us don't watch highlights, study it. Don't like just see like the cool moves and say, oh, that move was tough and stuff like that. He wants us to like study the court, how the defense is like set, where the offensive guys are, the way they're reading the defense, and just really breaking down the game. Especially when we're watching one specific player, to really break it down, stop the video, rewind it, and like really examine everything. Like even the way his finger moves on the ball, like examine everything. Because the smallest details is always the most important. So like that's what we mostly do all the time. But we almost forgot one important key to last weekend or a couple weekends ago. Israel against New England Storm had the most craziest putback.
Right at the end.
If he didn't hit the back rim, bro, that would have been the like poster of the week.
It wasn't even a random like mid-game putback. That was during like clutch time, and it was super big for like your whole momentum. And
it went in, but it
wasn't a really clean one. It like kind of hit the rim and then went in.
it bounced up and then fell back in.
Like
it was like, so the first one was when like Lionel tried to hit like the buzzer beater for the end of the game, right?
oh yeah,
For that was our first game, first game. Not buzzer beater.
That was against BABC.
Yeah, it was against BBC. It was just like he was just trying to like just like shoot to make to get in the second quarter, and I saw the ball. I'm like, wait, I think I could get that. So because it was about to bounce at my side where I was. I'm like, and since I go left right, I was like, oh yeah, I could get that easily. So I just ran, and I got it. I'm like, oh, okay. So when we played against New England Storm, my uncle was telling me, yo, whenever Aiden drives, if you see the ball, like, he's about to, like, the defender, the help side comes, he's probably going to, like, try to do a trick shot or something, and the ball might rim out or something. So you got to be there to put back. I'm like, okay. I was waiting. And then I just seen Aiden drive. I'm like, okay, it's probably my opportunity. So he went, boom, and then I jumped. But I didn't know I was like, wait. Yeah, I didn't know I jumped that high. I didn't know I jumped that high. I was like, wait. And I just went, boom. I'm like, oh. But then I'm like, oh, wait. I'm not really going to count that as a dunk, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, never mind. That's just a layup.
It was a good putback.
Yeah.
There was a picture that you sent it to me, Judge, and I blocked.
Nah, it's gonna be getting up there. Bro.
Coach B in the back's talking about a pick I got. I was actually taking pics of Ty, believe it or not, because I was getting some stuff for Ty, and he went up, and you just blocked
It was there,
him.
photobomb.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. It was just like it's hard to get shots of a block sometimes. So I was just like right time, right place. Still got a bunch of nice pictures of Ty, but that was a pretty good picture. I got new
sending
lens.
them pics, Ty.
Yeah, we'll all these are coming out. I've been flooded with a bunch of content from this weekend, but it's gonna start pumping out.
And then let's talk about Summer League.
Oh yeah, when do your games start?
Our games start next week on Monday. I'm pretty sure against Portland.
Ooh, where can I
First
see
game.
these?
Yeah, first game. We got the schedule over there on the fridge upstairs.
I saw you play Lake Region, so
Yeah,
I
we
just
play
have
Lake
to.
Region
I just
later
And
have
we
to
play
see
Coney,
that.
too. That means we play Carter.
Oh yeah, we do play Carter.
We play Ephraim. We play Ephraim, Jackson, David, and
Mr. Kalon.
Kaylon.
Yeah, you play Chevers.
According to Coach Millington, our rivalry is mostly Chevres, but like I want it to be Wyndham.
Wyndham, I was gonna say Wyndham.
Yeah, I was about to say Wyndham.
I would love
too.
it to be Wyndham because this year we coming strong. Bro.
Think about last year, like it has to be Wyndham. I know.
Nah, I was watching the game. I'm like, after they lost, I'm like, bruh, nah, I can't believe we just lost the game. Bro. I'm like,
It was sad.
Watch.
Like, you know what's so crazy though? me and Israel literally as the game, like as third quarter started, we were going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it got really, really loud. And we knew Wyndham fans are loud because they came like at least like 9,000 deep, like a hella people in there, bro. It was really loud. Like it sounded like a college playoff game. I was like, yo, since when was Wyndham like this? So like as we coming back, we just hearing it get louder and louder. So we go to the nearest TV, which is like around the corner near like the section AC.
Yeah.
And we just see Wyndham's down by 5. And they were down by 12 at that time when we went to the bathroom. So I was like, there's no way they scored that many points that fast. And by the time we got to our seat, they were up by 3. So we were like, yo, it's looking crazy. And then it started going back to back, back to back. And then Sopo, I'm pretty sure they were up again by like 1.
But then
And
I
then
think they got the ball.
They did
And then
2 bad fouls.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those 2 fouls, I'm telling you,
I remember
Sopo would have took it home.
Manny
bro.
had a big foul and fouled out.
Yeah, bro, that one.
He reached kind
Hey,
of bad.
bruh.
I was like, nah.
I don't know why he reached on that
On the
one.
limit, especially.
Because if he didn't reach on that one, it would have been a 3-on-2 advantage. But he had Gabe and Darius back, and then he had what's his name, Tom, coming back quick. So like, it's a debatable foul.
But he likes to contest a lot. Like when I was watching him play, like even if it's like a big guy,
He's going up there, bro.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's going.
Manny?
He's going, bro.
Yeah, bro, he is so crazy. I didn't the first time I saw him playing, bro, he just
He's
dives
handsy.
right into people and just
Like,
like
he's
comes out the
handsy.
other way. He's crazy.
Yeah, Coach Miller said
Yeah,
today
Coach-
he actually at
yeah,
practice.
he was like-
he was
he
talking
told-
about Manny, bro.
Yeah, he said freshman year when Manny came, right? He was like the fastest player.
Like no
Every
one can
time-
stay in front
like,
of an
no
ISO.
one can stay in front of him. And then has he got to his like junior year?
Yeah.
The game starts slowing down because like now it started being like people like hub side. So if like when he drove, people would be like over there. So like he would have a hard time finishing. So he had to like change his game
Yeah.
to like finding like somebody who's gonna cut or who's gonna like try to get the ball.
And also, like,
Yeah.
he didn't have that mid range yet. And plus, like, Coach also said, Coach was saying, like, because we're actually doing this drill that, like, is mostly specific to creating one-on-one positions. So, like, basically, you, like, swing the ball, and then someone has to cut to the opposite to create a wide open one-on-one to the baseline or to the middle. And, like, it'll create a disadvantage because once the guy closes nearest to you, it's a kick out, and then they're going to have to rotate, and you have a wide open guy in the corner, or the guy that next to you just shoots it.
You can't be giving out the plays.
Yeah. I mean, no. That's just a practice thing.
Yeah.
That's a practice
Okay,
drill.
okay.
They're still gonna cook y'all.
Yeah.
This is gonna be such a good year. I just want to kind of go back to the championship game. The playoffs last year were actually very good. I remember that Edward Little Chevrolet game. That,
Bro,
that game was
Yo, almost
crazy.
sold, bro. I told my dad too, like, there's this one possession where they were coming downhill, right? It's a 2-on-1. It's Ding and then some other guy, some really big buff white guy. I don't know who he is.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
And then he comes down, he passes it to him, and he gives it back to Ding. And then Nicola's in the paint like this, trying to take a charge. I'm telling you, with Ding Mingwin's height, and if I had that bounce, I'm telling you, I'm taking off. I'm about to take off because, like, this is where Nicola is, right? He's, like, under the restricted area. He's right here. You could take off with that length. You could take off and punch it on his head. Elite highlight. Like that, like. But if he didn't get that, it's all right. They almost sold too.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Ding moved out.
Yeah.
He's playing is it Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island. But he's I heard that he's gonna go to a prep school. That's what I heard.
Yeah, people were saying he's gonna transfer to prep school. I think in Rhode Island.
Yes.
Nicola, he's transferring from Chevrolet to, I'm pretty sure
Magic.
No,
Academy
he's
something. Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an academy. And I'm pretty sure in.
Middlesex.
Oh, Middlesex Academy?
Yeah, Middlesex.
Oh, I
Academy.
didn't know they had an academy down there. But yeah, he's transferring to Middlesex Academy because he's also playing with Middlesex Magic as well. He's been performing really well. They won a couple of championships for ZG. Yeah, he's been balling out recently since that's what I
He
saw
also
on
played up.
NER. Yeah.
Yeah, Ding's been getting a lot of recognition through the recruitment.
A lot.
That's good.
That's great.
Maine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the giveaway.
giveaway.
For the
So next
playoffs.
time, yes, yeah, we almost forgot that the giveaway is now about to be wrapped up after the finals. We're counting down. There's only, Pacers could force Game 7 and win, but we're gonna see. We're gonna wait until, and then we're gonna announce the giveaway winners, and we're gonna figure it out. And someone's getting a pair of shoes. Somebody's gonna be getting some accessories, and it's gonna be great. I'm glad that that's the first giveaway we've done. We're definitely gonna be doing more.
100%. Oh, the question.
Don't forget about the first round.
Come on.
Let's close out.
We're about to
Let's
close with the
All right.
questions.
All right, sorry. Thanks for reminding me, Coach B. I apologize. We have some
You got a
questions
little-
from Instagram that we're going to talk about. I'm going to go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. All right. The first one, this is a really good question. Where do you see the future of youth basketball going with NIL and money in play?
Bro, I'm telling you, NIL changed the game like a lot. Like people transferring, like Coach Scott was talking to us. Like he tells us a lot of practice. Like one time he was talking to us about what's his name? The point guard. I forgot his name, bro.
Talk about him. He was saying that like if he had a chance to like.
Oh, Antonio. He was talking about Antonio. Yeah. First, he said like if he had the chance to like kind of like restart his life, but in our time, and like be our age again, like he said he would 100% do it because like NIL really changed it. Like back then when he was playing, he was getting paid $0 when he played at UConn. So like he was just playing because he loved the game. So like the reason why he kind of stopped, but like he still's around the game. He kind of started. What he told us is because he started Mass Rivals because he wanted to still be basically a part of the game. And like he's ref. He's a ref as well, so like that also connects him even more to the game. And he also has a son that he's bringing that game into too. He got 2 kids, and then like it's definitely like kids are transferring for like a good $3 million. Like
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I would say
I would love to transfer middle schools for $3 million.
From Baylor, I forgot.
Yes, bro. What's his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see a lot of older players, I think, who were like, bro, I could have made so much money. They're getting a little salty because they're like, oh, I could have made so much money.
Yeah, bro.
But it's just times are different, and I think it's completely justifiable for these big schools who are making billions off of these kids to kind of pay it back, and these kids who are repping their jerseys, bringing so much attention to them.
Especially if you're like staying for 4 years, because what's the kid from North Carolina? Baycott's brother?
Armando Baycott.
Yeah, Armando Baycott stayed 4 years, and like he got like
hold on.
he ended up with like 10 mil.
Yeah, he ended his college with 10 mil,
Yeah,
bro.
Cooper made a lot of money.
Cooper making
he was one of the
23
first
mil, bro.
making a crazy amount of money. But
Plus, like, just because he's getting 23 mil, I mean, you don't think that he's just chilling at his crib with his feet up, sipping on lemonade. Like, he's in the gym. Yeah. That's the reason why he's getting paid 23 mil. So, like, NIL definitely, I mean, it's definitely going to change it for us, but we're going into freshman year. We won't touch NIL till we're, like, a junior in high school or, like, freshman in college. So, like, that definitely plays a big part in basketball nowadays.
Yeah.
And
a controversy about it is like, do you think it creates pressure for kids, or is it like a distraction, or is it a bigger opportunity than
money
a distraction?
is a distraction. Like,
money is a crazy distraction.
It is.
We don't be
It's
thinking it.
basically
We
like it's like a phone. Like it's a distraction. Like it. Once you get more than like $500,000, you already think you're on top of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, one prime example, Mikey Williams.
Yep.
He got a whole lot of bread in his high school year. He was popping out in Ball's life. Julian Newman, I don't think he was getting that much bread back then.
I
mean, he
was
had his
getting
own
because like
reality show.
he had his reality show and stuff, and then like YouTube and all that stuff. He was getting paid, but like look where he is now. He's on Jesser's one-on-one tournaments. But like he's still getting bread
money,
though. He's still getting bread though, but like that's not where you want to end up after you get bread from popping out.
So I'd say overall we say NIL is great, and it's probably going to expand youth. There's some good and bad things, just like everything, but there's good and bad things. Obviously, it depends on the person. But the next question is, what are the best circuit programs in New England and why?
100% BABC is up there. Expression is up there. Mass Rivals is up there. New England Storm, I think they're starting to indulge a little bit more into Junior through SSB.
Team New England.
Their team is ginormous. for 8th grade. And then you also got Team New England playing made hoops, and also they might get into EYBL if they keep up the same way they're doing. Literally, CG Nationals, I don't think I've seen someone that big yet in Mass yet. Like that guy,
that 7'1"
yes, bro.
sophomore.
That guy's like 7 foot in sophomore. Like he's a
16 years
sophomore.
old.
Bro,
16
crazy,
at 7 foot, bro. Dangerous work. I can't lie. He to dunk. He doesn't even need to jump.
No, he looks.
He just goes like this.
But the thing is, for a 7 foot, he's also big.
Yeah, he's swole.
built. He's not just like tall and skinny.
It looks like he was working out since he was 14.
Yeah, because expressions they're EYBL
Yes.
and made hoops for their younger guys. EYBL is for 15U and up, and then we got BABCU, who is 3SSB and also junior 3SSB. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then Rivals, which is junior 3SSB, made hoops, and 3SSB. So we got basically 2 different circuits on one AAU team.
And
so
I also think Storm is also.
yeah, Storm, they're 3SSB. They're starting to get into junior 3SSB.
Because I saw them go to a tournament.
Yeah, Now, since one of the other teams isn't a thing anymore, now we have only one team that's in UAA, which is Blue Wave. With I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, they're not in circuit.
Oh, we have
Who is?
Gorilla.
Oh yeah, there's only Puma. Yeah, Gorilla. They're in Puma. They're in Next Pro for their high school guys.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty
Shout
sure
out
that's
to
who
Coach
they have.
Tick.
Yeah,
They've been
shout out
doing
Coach
good.
Tick. They've been performing well.
We gotta fix that though.
Yeah, 100%. We
gotta
need more
represent
circuit
Maine
teams
a
down
little
here,
bit
bro.
better. You know, maybe by your guys' senior year, you guys can build a 2029 squad that can go play in EYBL, go play in all of these
love
big
to.
circuits. But, anyways, those are some of the top players. Obviously, you got expressions. You know, you know the names. You know the names.
Yeah.
All right. Next question: craziest teammate or coach you've ever had? You don't have to drop any names,
Nah.
but I think it would be funny if you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
cra-
the crazy. I'll give you like a good top 3.
Yeah.
Number 1, obviously, in a good way though, because they're coaching you hard.
Yeah.
Number 1, it definitely goes to my dad because I live with him. I get that every day, every minute, every hour. Number 2, definitely going straight to Coach Vin. Coach Vin, bro, you can hear it from the other side of the court. And the thing is, though, he's a chill guy. Coach Vin, chill. He just be chilling there with his little coffee, little coffee cup. But when he gets mad, wow, you want to regret making that mistake on that court, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, he gonna get on you. But, like, he's teaching. But, like, he's also, like, he's yelling at the same time. But, like, it's not really, at Rivals, no one's really affected by that. Even the little kids, they're not even affected by it because they're growing up with it. They've seen it before. So, like, it's not really that big of a deal. And then number 3, Coach Scott, 100%. Coach Scott, cool dude. He's chill. He be chilling. Like sometimes, like when we playing like not that great of a team, he'll be chilling there. You know, he's be chilling with his AirPods in. He'll be on his phone. He just be there. He be chilling. And then he like Coach B coach with the 15U guys,
I'm gonna add
16U.
on to what you said.
Yeah, I was gonna say Israel. Who you got?
For 4,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Coach
say
Tick.
Coach Tick. Yeah, for 4, gotta go Coach Tick, man.
Yo,
Them
those
NBC
17s,
days used to be
wow.
crazy.
Yo, 17s would hurt more in that
Oh,
gym.
I've ran some 17s in my day. I've ran some 17s. But
Yeah, Coach Tick, man. Oh man, NBC, humid, them summers, hey, especially when we started playing. Especially when he made Gorilla. Man, that team was nice.
Yeah, our team was
It
nice.
was nice. But yeah, he had us.
KC, we got Josh Groman.
Yeah,
Who else? Cam.
Cam.
Yo, we had almost the best players
We had
from up
Lincoln,
north,
too.
bro. Lincoln,
Yeah,
bro. Our team was tough, bro. Jelson too,
yeah.
bro. We were stacked. Like every turn we went to, we took home the chip, bro.
all right, and then the last question. I know we mostly talk about basketball, but the last question is: any predictions on the Patriots this season? I'm a big football Patriots fan, so I can answer this question. I think they're gonna have a pretty good year. I don't know. The AFC is pretty crazy. Ravens just got Jair Alexander. He's
I'm
crazy.
so happy about that,
It's
bro.
gonna be crazy seeing the AFC. The competition's hard. I think it's gonna be their best year in a while. The addition of Stephon Diggs is gonna be crazy. I know
Wait,
there
the
was some crazy stuff in the off season with Stephon Diggs recently, but
Oh, yeah.
you know his game on the field. His game on the field will probably show. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I think it's gonna be a great season. I love watching football. It's what I grew up on. Patriots are
Jaguars,
greatest team
yeah,
of all time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
yeah. I mean, we can.
Shador about to
Shador.
pop out.
Shador just got a speeding ticket for over 100 miles per hour, bro. I just on the way here, bro. He got ticketed.
But no, I feel like the teams that are gonna have a good season definitely gonna be the Ravens.
I feel like
Chiefs always do
Chiefs.
good.
Yeah.
But I feel like the team who's gonna run it back this year is gonna be frick, I can't believe I forgot their name. They won last year.
No, he didn't.
Saquon Barkley.
oh yeah, the
Saquon
Eagles.
Barkley.
The Eagles.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But all right, we gotta wrap up here. Coach B's yelling at us. We gotta get out of here.
Shout out Casey.
Shout out. Let's comment down below what you want to see. We're gonna have a bunch of new bunch of new guests coming on soon. Giveaway is gonna be dropping maybe the next episode. We're going to go see who wins the finals, see how the playoffs wrap up, and then we're gonna tell you who won. We got a pair of shoes, bunch of accessories. We'll figure out where we're gonna get your information, give it to you. But just stay
You
tuned.
could bring the winner.
Oh yeah, winner.
yeah.
But
We can
we'll
interview the winner.
invite you
Yeah.
guys on if you guys want to come on. But
Great idea.
anyways, comment down below what you want us to talk about in the next episode. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe to the Spotlight TV. Follow Playoff Podcast, Playbook on Instagram. Israel, Lionel, myself, JoJo, MP4. Just stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff in the works. Thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see y'all later. Stay blessed. Stay tuned. Stay prayed up. Follow Jesus.
Follow Jesus.